in a Fox 21 special report today, investigators returned to a missing Chaffee County woman's home searching for more clues.
This after 2 months with no sign of Suzanne Morphew. The mother disappeared on Mother's Day weekend after reportedly going on a bike ride.
Fox 21's Lauren Sharp spoke with a private investigator and a family friend about this case.
Scott and Taylor, Chaffee County Sheriff says he has more than a dozen investigators working aggressively on this case daily. They've received more than 600 tips. Here's a picture of the area where some believe Suzanne's bike was found off County Road 225. A private investigator tells me those working the case are being very methodical, and a family friend I spoke with wants closure for the family.
This is a terrible thing. A guy goes to work one day and the girls are doing their thing, and in a matter of minutes or hours or what have you, somebody's family's just turned upside down.
Troy Skinner is a family friend of the Morphews. He grew up with Suzanne's husband, Barry, and visited the family after they moved into their Colorado home in Maysville.
They were the modern day Little House on the Prairie. I mean, everybody got along in that family.
During an elk hunting trip with Barry in Salida within the last year, Skinner says he spoke with Suzanne about her health and having no hesitation in going on bike rides alone.
She did talk about the bike ride. She liked it. She told me she felt safe and didn't feel threatened on them.
When Skinner got word that Suzanne didn't return from a bike ride on Mother's Day, he immediately asked Barry what he could do to help.
Hey, I'm here for you. You know, what can I do for you? And just letting me know we care about him and the girls. He says just very hard on everybody. You can hear it in his voice when he's talking to you.
He says there were never cracks in the relationship.
If Barry was involved, he'd get his punishment, and that's the way it should be, but I would lose all faith in humanity because he just doesn't have that in him.
Investigators say they have not eliminated any suspects and haven't discounted any scenarios.
Obviously very troubling that Suzanne vanished, if you will, and there's a lot of factors that are in play in this case that have come to light from my perspective.
Private investigator Dan Corsentino has worked in law enforcement for 25 years and was the former Pueblo County Sheriff and Fountain Police Chief. He says this case could take months and even years to reach a point of conclusion.
Barry and Suzanne owned homes in Indiana, and there was guardianship of those homes that Barry had requested after Suzanne's disappearance to protect, I'm sure, their financial interests. I think that they're looking at all of that, and they need the FBI's assistance.
After releasing the Colorado home back to the family, investigators returned Thursday.
They want to be very methodical in what they're looking for. Any hair particle, any type of blood splatter, any type of semen, anything at all that they're afraid that they missed.
Corsentino believes the timing of Suzanne's disappearance is especially unusual.
So who was celebrating Mother's Day with Suzanne? You would think that would be a day of celebration with her.
He adds those working on the case have questioned family members, friends, and any witnesses in the community multiple times.
It becomes a big jigsaw puzzle. You have to put that puzzle together based on the information that's consistent.
And the community remains puzzled as this case goes into the third month.
I mean, I think that the family right now, the best thing they can do is trust law enforcement.
We just keep praying that there's a happy ending involved.
Both men believe this case will continue and not go cold. I have the timeline of the search efforts on our website as well as the tip line if you have information about Suzanne.